Hello. So I'm reading from Tchaikovsky's diary. We've come to the point where he meets Grieg, and I'm going to go straight in with that. At the same dinner at Brodsky's, I made another acquaintance, not less interesting, but deeper and less fleeting than the first. The first being Brahms, we've been talking about that, and destined soon to be transformed into a genuine friendship based upon the undoubted affinity of two musical natures, though neither of us was well acquainted with the other's work. During the rehearsal of Brahms's new trio, as I was taking the liberty of making some remarks as to the skill and execution of the relative tempo, 2 to 3 remarks, which were very good-naturedly received by the composer. You see, Brahms was a big enough guy to accept comments from Tchaikovsky during the rehearsal. I like that. A very short, middle-aged man, exceedingly fragile in appearance, with shoulders of unequal height, fair hair brushed back from his forehead, and a very slight, almost boyish beard and moustache. There's nothing very striking about the features of this man, whose exterior at once attracted my sympathy, for it would be impossible to call him handsome or regular, but he had an uncommon charm and blue eyes, not very large, but irresistibly fascinating, recalling the glance of a charming and candid child. I rejoiced in the depths of my heart when we were mutually introduced to each other, and it turned out that this personality, which was so inexplicably sympathetic to me, belonged to a musician whose warmly emotional music had long ago won my heart. He proved to be the Norwegian composer Edvard Grieg, who 20 years earlier had gained great popularity in Russia and the Scandinavian peninsula, and together with Svensson had acquired the highest respect and a great name. I think I'm right in saying that just as Brahms was undeservedly disliked by the Russian musicians in general public, so Grieg had known how to win over Russian hearts once and for all. In his music there prevails that fascinating melancholy which seems to reflect in itself all the beauty of Norwegian scenery, now grandiose and sublime in its vast expanse, now grey and dull, but always full of charm to the hearts of Northmen, and having something akin to ourselves, quickly finds its way to our hearts and evokes a warm and sympathetic response. So Tchaikovsky talking in rather lovely poetic terms about Grieg's music, about the way that it evokes landscape and reaches the heart in a very direct way. And I think that is absolutely true of Grieg. To some extent it's true of Sibelius, who belongs to the next generation. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tchaikovsky wouldn't have admired his early works either.